day. From Seattle, Washington, it's Week 15 of the NFL.
Michigan man Jake Moody to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. And we will not see a run back on the open. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie. One of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there and trying to play better.
You look at this Niner defense. They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, one quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Smith's throw caught here by Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before the yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards past. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And able to break one tackle. Quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Trying the left side with Walker. And he'll take it down.
Offensive line as well.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. In motion right, that's Metcalf. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd down, here's Charbonnet. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Walker. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd. Again, Walker.
His team won, and one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. None. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. A yard. Pick it up with McCaffrey, and he's going to have. Ball up to the 35 now is a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
If they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker, Lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Purdy. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. That throw, he knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver. A few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Mitchell is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown.
Boy, 2 long, sustained drives by each team to start things out. It's kind of similar to how the pitch clock has shortened baseball games. That means we'll be out of here quickly if we get a few more drives like that. We're in the second quarter now, and we've only had one drive apiece, each of which have ended with touchdowns.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Get a look at DK Metcalf as this offense returns to the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Throwing now is Geno. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason. On new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On third down, here's Walker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
On first down, it's Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Smith now to throw. And complete to Smith and Jigba. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Smith. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. On first and 10, Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3rd and 3. Here's Purdy. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable for Lockett. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Geno. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. From the 50, it's Smith. This is Fant on the short completion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Running left is Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. This complete to Lockett. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
He completes this to Walker. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. Once again, it's Mitchell. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So that penalty will back him up half the distance to the goal line. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1. They run over center with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Handoff right side, Davis Price. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this down to the 35-yard line. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Samuel going to go in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll run with Mitchell. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Mitchell again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Seattle offense. We take a peek at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. And they need their best drive of the game right here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And Walker has it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This is Fant on the short completion. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. He'll get that to Charbonnet. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. Now Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Here we go. This is 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Now that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Niners 1st down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory. Another run with Mitchell. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. On the handoff, Mitchell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here's first and 10. Smith to throw. Gets this to Fant. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. Here comes second down. Here's Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. One last throw here for Smith. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game.